right.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? It's About Life Podcast, and it's your boy Shane, aka Black Duplicate. What's up? So today we're going into a little bit of finance, talk a little bit about money, some good and some bad, what we can do, how we can help, how we can make things better, right? Because this is the fix the money segment, I could say, right? So I want to just go into a couple of things. I got this one interesting story about how this brilliant guy is actually, I would say, using his money the right way. And then we got a little bit of talk about how some people are using the money the wrong way. We're going to flow positive into negative instead of going negative into positive. I don't know which one would be better. Maybe it's better to end positively. I don't know. But either way, I got some pretty moderate content for us to talk about. So let's slide this over as we always do. Here we go. I don't know if y'all heard about this guy right here. Transforming his childhood village using his wealth. And I think that is phenomenal and probably what most of us should be doing. We should be trying to transform the world into a better place. And we have been, we were for a little while, but it don't seem to, I don't know. I think it depends on your perspective on how you want to look at it. Like, I'm not in a pretty bad place, and I got a bed to sleep in. I got a car to drive. I got pretty most of the things I need, but I know there's plenty of people that don't. So how can we, I guess if you, I guess it's a certain way of life, like abundance, right? If somebody has a lot, then somebody got to have a little. Just seems to be the way it is. But how do you use your funding to better the lives of others? We got people like Elon Musk doing the best they can with like the Boring Company or like Solar City and like Tesla electric cars, shit like that. And then we got some that are just like, we don't really see much of them doing anything, but then again, they are. Seems like everybody's doing a little bit of something behind the scenes. But how can we make the world become better and better and better? And in turn, if you do that, if you make the life of some better, does that make the life of some worse? It seems kind of that way, and it's kind of messed up, I think. But like if this guy, for example, he's going over here transforming his childhood village and making all this stuff, which is fantastic. But is that possibly ruining other villages? I don't know. Does that make them? I don't know. Maybe it could create some jealousy and some problems, but that's not a reason to stop. I think it's something we all should do. You go back and you kind of contribute and you contribute to society, because that should be the overall goal, not what you want to be when you get older. How can you contribute to the world? And I think he's doing a phenomenal job. So let's watch this.
Mane has transformed his childhood village in Senegal. The village of Bombali has just 2,000 residents, and Mane often visits. He spent £500,000 on a new hospital and £200,000 on a secondary school. He gives each family £70 per month and has even provided 4G internet for them. He's currently building a fuel station and a post office. He said this to a news outlet: "Why would I want 10 Ferraris, 20 diamond watches, or 2 planes? What would these objects do for me? I prefer that my people receive a little of what life has given to me."
Now, you see, I truly think, like, the world would be better if more people were like that, man. Like, why have all these cars and all these houses when there's a whole bunch of poor people on the damn street? Like, what can the world be if everybody did that? If everybody, contributed to one another, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be sick. That would be badass if everybody did that. I think people would be happier, man. It feels great to give, man. It feels great to receive, sure, but it feels great to give. It really does, man. At least to me. I don't know. Maybe everybody's different, but to me it does. And I found that as a main story. And this guy's gonna tell you, okay, maybe you do want to do that. Maybe you do want to give back to your village or your town or your city or wherever you come from or your family, whatever. This is how you can kind of build some wealth using life insurance.
Rockefellers did it a different way. What they did was they actually set up a family foundation
they got insurance policies on that and set up a trust. Now, in that particular trust,
Trusts
what they
are
did
incredible.
was they said, well, if anybody in our family wants to start a business, we got them. But you got to come to us. You got to write a business plan. You got to stand before the board and tell us why you need to borrow this money. The board will approve it.
Love that
They'll give you
concept.
the money. They'll borrow it against a life insurance policy, which continues to grow. Give you the money. As you start making money, you pay that money back because we want to keep extending it for the next generation. They set their family up, person after person after person. When anybody in their family die, a big tax-free death benefit goes to the family trust. Wow.
Incredible. You see what I'm saying? That's genius, man. You know, we could say like, hey, these rich folk out here fucking shit up. We can say that all we want, but there's some brilliant ass freaking ideas that these guys are doing. Like, that's incredible. Instead of the death benefit going to the kids, it goes into the family pot. Makes the family pot bigger and allows people to borrow money from the family pot to go start a business or buy a property or create an asset, whatever it is. Like, that's genius. Genius. And then when you have all these assets coming in, then you could be like, oh boy, and you can start giving back to your community, start building your community up, making your community better. Like, that's incredible, man. Like, that's like, how can you not want to do that? Like, that's fantastic. All using life insurance. Because, you know, life insurance is fantastic. Like, you know, if you get a whole life insurance policy, you can get a cash value account. So let's say you throw $500 in there a month, $250 goes to the death benefit part, and the other $250 goes to the cash value, and then the cash value grows and grows and grows, and then eventually you has collateral to borrow from the life insurance company, not from yourself, from the life insurance company. So your $250 will stay in the cash value collecting interest. You're just using the life insurance's money to buy you another asset and then pay it back and continue on. Like, it's mastermind type shit, man. It's mastermind type shit. It really is. Well, this guy's talking about a little something else. So now you know how people are doing great things, and you know there's amazing ways to do those great things on how to grow your money and grow your wealth. But let's switch it up real quick. See what this guy got to say.
When you are the trustee of the trust,
Trustee,
you have 100% discretion, power, authority, however you want to call it, to manage and take care of the assets of the trust.
Yes.
And you don't have, what you don't want to have is a committee running the trust. This is your trust, and you want to make sure that you have 100% discretion. And the reason why that's important is because the IRS has said that if there is sole, that the trustee has to have sole and absolute authority to designate anything coming in, like income, for example, as an extraordinary dividend, and that's paid to the trust, and it's not subject to distribution.
so you heard what he just said. So, and we were just talking about creating a trust, right, and putting all this money in, but they were using a life insurance pot. And same concept, So there's other things you could do as well, creating trust accounts. And dude, you need to do a deep dive into this stuff. You need to look into life insurance, look into whole life or universal life insurance, right? And then look into trusts, how to start a trust, what a trust is, how to use it, all that good stuff, right? Because it is very, very, very beneficial. And the reason why society is the way it is because none of us were taught that or took the time to learn that. And now we are here. What this guy's going to talk about. He's going to talk about the reality where we are at now because none of us did that. None of us used the life insurance policies. None of us used the trust funds. None of us are using that. So this is what happens when you don't.
That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions.
Which is interesting, right? Because now when a lot of people started learning about all these finance things like what I'm learning and y'all learning, and learning about, who you are and learning more about cryptocurrencies and how to build wealth and all this shit, what happens? They throw little things like Johnny Depp's freaking case at you. You know what I'm saying? They throw all these weird things at you to distract you and take you off that path. So very, very careful. Very careful what you're looking into. Right? There's treachery out there as well. There's people doing great things like Old Boy giving his community, and there's people like this.
He has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated. So they
Very vigilant.
question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus. I know men who don't know anything in the world except who plays third base for the Mets, and they think
They
it's
exist.
a great accomplishment. And they meet and pat each other on the back and bond and go have cocktails and talk about what this guy that plays third base for the Mets did in last night's game.
It's crazy, man. He's right. There's people that surround their lives around that shit.
It's really sad.
Is there any room in a kind of society where these manipulations are not taking place for this type of entertainment or any type of entertainment at all?
If people understand that a game is a game, if people understand that nobody, no matter what they do, is worth paying $2 or $3 million a year for. People should be able to get rich if they want to by the sweat of their individual labor. Okay? By doing something for the world. Not by taking people's minds away from the emperor. It's a game. Football's a game.
It is a game. I say it's a game. It's got a gameplay.
When 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions, and nobody even cares about it. But 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country. You have a reflection of the society in which that exists. And it is a sick society that is doomed to self-destruction.
So, instead of learning about the stuff I just talked to you about before, about learning about life insurance and learning about trust funds and learning how to make your community prosper and grow bigger, we've been watching football. Johnny Depp's divorce trial and all that shit. We should be out here learning more valuable information that can help benefit our families and our lives forever. And it's funny because as soon as all this stuff started coming on and people are learning at astonishing rates, it's like they start throwing more shit. Pow, 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 pow. It's like distraction. You gotta be very careful, man. Very careful what you're looking into. Be very vigilant and really, really put the time into your self-improvement, into improving you as a person, especially if you're a man, because your family's dependent upon you. They're depending upon you to do some of the most outlandish shit, because you gotta protect them. You gotta take care of your family, man. Can't be out here bullshitting. There's a lot of things out in the world that are important and that need to be tended to by you. So seriously, man, go look in a whole life insurance and how you could use it to benefit yourself before it's too damn late. Go look into how to establish a trust and what it is and how to use it. Go look into how to establish a company, a corporation, or a business. Read into that stuff. Look into that stuff. Look into sales funnels, how you could sell products. Really take your finances seriously. And trust me, I'm right there with you. The more I talk about it to y'all, the more it impacts me. And it should be the same for y'all. But make sure you like, share, subscribe to the content. There'll be a lot more. If you do like the stuff we're talking about here, let me know so I can keep doing these. You know, I don't do them all the time, but I've been doing a lot of them because I'm finding a lot of dope content about finances, and I believe it deserves to be shared to everybody out there, and not just in one spot. That makes it harder for people to see what to know. So I'd much rather try to flood it on there for y'all so y'all can see some stuff and help, improve your lives. I can't make you do it. It's your life. Truthfully, I don't care if you do it. It's your life. I got to do it for my life. I just like sharing information and at least giving you the ability to know so nobody could be able to like, hey, nobody told me. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the world. I love everything. I'm all about love, man. Don't get me wrong. I can go to war too if necessary. That's fine. I love war too. I've been studying warlords and war my entire life. I understand how that works. But it's also a distraction to keep us away from what's really going on. That's just facts. But I love y'all. There's going to be a lot more content coming. So make sure you like, share, subscribe to the content. I need that help. Hit that like button. It's free for all my videos. I don't care if you got to go through that. I don't even watch them. Hit the like button. At least help me out. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all and I'm out of here. It's about life.